This video will explain the process of re-inking Xstamper branded ink. Federal Stamp and Seal Fesco is a licensed Xstamper manufacturer, and these are our pre-ink stamps of choice. First, we'll start with the rectangular models. Notice how every stamp that Fesco manufactures comes with re-inking instructions that are in a print format. So please save these for later use. The first type of rectangular stamp we have is called a small stamp. The small stamp does not have a slide out tray on the bottom and requires you to pull the top of the cap off to re-ink. So we need to identify whether or not first do we have a small stamp or do we have a jumbo stamp. The small stamp again does not have a slide out tray. The jumbo stamp does have the slide out tray. Our first example that we're working with is the small stamp with the pull off top. So we pull the top off to expose two columns of the stamp. We take our refill ink and we put 2 to 3 drops of ink in each column. After the drops of ink have been applied, we put the cap back on and we let the product sit for 24 hours so that all the ink can fully saturate into the laser engraved die. Our second type of rectangular stamp is the jumbo version that has the push tray. Notice how one side says push and one side doesn't. The cap does not come off on these versions, and so we need to push the tray where it says push, and we can pull out the die from the stamp itself, which it exposes 4 different slats. After the slats are exposed, we take our refill ink and put 2 to 3 drops in each of the 4 sections of the stamp itself. After the ink has been applied, we push the tray back into the stamp and again let sit for 24 hours for maximum ink saturation. And our 2 types of rectangular Xstampers have been properly re-inked.